I'm gonna need y'all to like the video and comment if you want, but turn your post notifications on so you know the next time I drop.
How are your kids gonna be an asset to me if I was dating you?
I would never date a man that ever asked me no craziness like that. Because you would never ask me how my kids would be an asset to you.
That's the thing.
That's insanity.
But see, I'm coming from a logical standpoint.
No.
It's the truth.
No, it's not. And I'm going to say that as a single mother myself, that a lot of men cannot even sit at the table with me if I'm being honest, and I still give them a seat for them to sit down and show me what they can bring to the table for me. I know on a 1,000 different levels, they don't even meet me halfway. You're sitting in front of a woman that makes well over 6 figures a year. You're not going to tell me that a man can step through that door and tell me, what can your kids do for me? No, baby, what can you do for this household? Because this household runs effortlessly.
I don't care if you make 6 figures. You know why? Because
I'm not done.
Who was to say if I was to marry you and you divorce me, even if I'm not married to you, if I've been dating you for a substantial amount of time, you can still go and put me on child support for 18 years for kids that are not mine. Dating a single modern baby mom in this generation, that's a lose-lose situation.
I don't know what it'll take. You know, she's gonna have to get old and decrepit before she finally realizes when it's all too late and don't no man want her. Let's keep going.
Men don't want to date single mothers, or men always talking about single mothers, this, that, and the third. This is a perfect example as to why. Because again, you expect this man to come in, be the man of the house, pay all the bills, be romantic, do all that, be a father to a son that he didn't have. That's not my son.
But he has no say-so.
But he has no say-so in the discipline. He has no say-so in the guidance. He has no say-so in how this house is going to be ran in regards to your son. So how do you expect me to be the man of the house when every time that I try to tell him something that's right, you bucking the system because you getting emotional, because you damn the message I'm saying, you processing it as, no, you can't tell my baby nothing.
This is my baby.
Just my baby.
Yep.
So as a man, how enticing is that of a situation to walk into? That's why men don't want to date single mothers. That's why.
That's one of the reasons why. There's a plethora of other reasons. That man could be put on child support for children he didn't make after the relationship is over. That's another reason why. I mean, a stepfather is looked at as a crash dummy in most women's eyes. That's why. They openly say it. They have no respect for a stepfather. None. They can't even do it. They can't even respect it. That's why they are constantly undermining you when it comes to the discipline of the child. Once you're undermined for any reason, child or not, it's time to end that relationship because the respect isn't there. And it's obvious that it's not there. They don't respect nobody.
It's never beneficial for you to date a single mother. A lot of times they got a lot going on. They're not gonna have a lot of time on their hands, and you're never gonna be first priority. Even the honest ones, they'll let you know, like, you're not gonna come first in this relationship. It's gonna be all about the child. If you don't have any kids, you better make sure that she wants kids. You gotta keep in mind that biological imprint that the baby father left on her, you know, if there's still an attachment there, then that's something to be concerned about as well.
He sound like he know from experience. That's a fact. A man with imprint, the best meal she know how to make, that's that nigga favorite meal. He taught her how to make that. All the tricks she know how to do, that's him. He left that mark. That's just the reality. You know what I mean? It's just no benefit to it. And a lot of men, they just be so desperate for something, they'll tolerate that bullshit. It ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. This is the corrective measure, this ostracizing of, is outside of the sexual dating market, or not even just the sexual dating market, but the consideration for marriage market, which is the ultimate goal for women. This ostracizing of this magnitude is going to create a corrective action in future generations. It has to be done this way because we got to think long term. We can't think just for the now. A lot of this stuff ain't gonna be fixed in our generation. Most of our women are cooked.
Which one is harder to be in a relationship with, single mom or single father?
I'm gonna have to say single father.
A single mother, wouldn't you say she's looking for that man to step in as a provisionary at some point, meaning that he will have to provide for those kids at some point?
Some point. Like he would have to show some.
Okay, now so take that, right? Mm-hmm. Would you say the same thing for the single father? Would he look for that woman to come in and to provide tangible things from that woman?
Would he look at her to provide that? No.
Okay, so think about that, right? So since the woman looks for security value naturally, whether she got a kid or not. She looks for security. And in order to get that security met, the guy has to provide.
Right.
But vice versa, on the single father, he's not looking for that girl to come in and to provide. So wouldn't you say it's harder for a guy to date a single mother because he has to provide something? Not only that, let's say this, right? Wouldn't you say that he has the bulk of the responsibility with zero authority when it comes to the kids? Because if the kids is acting up, don't talk to my kids like that. Oh, don't hit my kid. That's my baby. Oh, don't do this. So he has all the responsibility of raising these kids, but no authority. And guess what? Responsibility without authority is slavery.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, you're speaking.
Yeah, he ran that one. That's what it is. They want you to be enslaved. They're like, just come and be our slaves because we say so. There's no incentive. Just slave for us because we just feel entitled to it. No.
I felt bad for my father to the day he died because all he wanted to do was love his daughter. He died yearning to love from his daughter, bro. My little sister spit in his face at a visitation visit. I was living with my mom up to the age 13. Wound up going to stay with my dad. And I asked him about the experience, you know what I'm saying? And dude broke down crying, telling me, you know what I'm saying, showed me receipts, $80,000 here, $40,000 here. I'm talking about per year, bro. One thing I could never actually understand was, how is my mom going on all these trips? She ain't got no job. She used to go on mad trips, bro. The best furniture was in our apartments. And I was like, hey, you was funding her going on vacation this whole time. And all the clothes that she buying for Denisha. Me and my brother struggling. We ain't got nothing to wear. I call him my dad because he's my dad. He met my mother when I was 2 weeks old. So when he met my mom, he asked if she had kids. She said 4 and 2. I don't know why she said 4 and 2, but she met 4 years old. I was 2 weeks. He took us in and he loved us as his own, bro. My sister was his real child. And I saw how hard that he fought to have a relationship with my sister. My mom had, for some reason, bro, pulled the child support in, and that tore the family up. And my little sister, she being manipulated because she has no other recollection of what's going on other than what her mommy's telling her.
That's why they call that a crash dummy. See, how you get with a woman with a 4-week-old? You know what I'm saying? He's asking for that. I don't see how you can feel bad for that because that was a choice. Okay? I'm not, you may say I'm being kind of insensitive. That sounds like a choice. Okay?
If the father of your child helps you financially or pays child support, if he provides clothes, food, money for field trips, haircuts, helps with birthday parties, Christmases, picks up the child for weekends or whatever terms you will agree to, if he attends child sporting events or games or school events, whatever it is, please stop saying that you are a single mother because you're not. You're just the primary parent. There's a big difference. Lady.
You're not a single mother. You're a single woman or a woman that's single. That's it.
When I asked, would you date a single mother? You proceeded to tell me that you're a high value man and you are too good for a single mother. However, you did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother, which is profound for me to think that a single mother's not good enough for you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you. That's unfair. And it's very insensitive to women out there who have children.
You're a very intelligent woman, right?
Yes.
So if you know, as a woman growing up, you know it's the less likelihood for you to be successful by having a child. So what you do, you be more proactive. Using condoms.
What's that got to do with your choice?
Okay, if you're getting pregnant, then all right, cool. Maybe I shouldn't continue having this child because I'm not getting married. Because women can choose and make a choice. They can say, I don't want to date a man that makes less than 6 figures.
But we're not talking about that. That's not the situation that
Listen, hold on. A woman can say, I won't date a man less than 5'8", and the man could be 5'4". Do they care about?
What does that have to do
ostracizing all of those
with
men?
anything?
So every time it's saying something for a man,
bro,
it's down.
You got a lot on your back.
Yeah.
The car you drive, your resume, your bank account, your accolades is not what makes you a high value man.
Definitely not.
We are all defined by the sum of our deeds and our character, and you, brother, are coming up to the sum of 0.
First of all, that's a lie. Okay, he's gonna be able to get any woman he wants. Secondly, how does that make any sense? You were raised by a single mother, so you should marry single mothers. Ma'am, me being raised by a single mother isn't a good thing, and I didn't have a choice in that matter. I can choose now, and I choose not to be with a single mother.
You having hella kids while I have no kids, and you getting mad at me because I don't want to talk to you because you have kids while I have no kids. It's got to be a mental illness. Like, I'm not putting down anybody that got kids whatsoever, man. If you got kids, I think that's a blessing. That's an amazing thing. But if I don't have kids and I want the person that I'm with to not have kids as well so we can start a family at the same time together, and you get mad at me and you talk down to me, you think it's a problem because I don't want kids with you while you already have 5 kids?
Right on, my brother. Don't let no woman shame you, bro, into being another one of her baby daddies, bro. Don't let no woman rob you of the beauty that it is, man, going through a pregnancy with your wife for the first time. I mean, you have to understand that your woman will be experiencing her body in a new way. Like, things will be happening to her body that have never happened to her before. You're going to be right there with her, experiencing it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be there when that baby first, kicks, or throws a little greasy elbow, you feel me? Or that Jorge Masvidal, them babies in there, man, they be practicing MMA, man. The way they be looking from the outside, you feel me? Like, that's a beautiful experience for the mother and the father to have together, But when the chick has been through it already multiple times, you're the only one that's going to be excited, you feel me? So you're going to be robbed of a lot of beautiful memories, man. From gender reveals to baby shower to all kinds of, to the doctor's visits. Like, that's just, the chick got 3, 4, 5 kids, bro. That's just another day at the office for her. You know what I'm saying? You're starting fresh, and it's like, it's just a new experience for you. To her, like, there's no real joy anymore because she's been through the motions, you feel me? And you only truly get those experiences one time, which is the first time, because you've never been through it. All pregnancies are beautiful and you enjoy all of them, but that's the first one. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to start fresh with a woman. And I tell women the same thing too. Don't deal with men with baby mamas, man. And it's worse for the female than it is for a man. A lot of women don't know that. It's easy for a man to deal with a woman who has a baby daddy because most dudes don't want to deal with the baby mamas, right? But baby mamas, man, a lot of times they want to they just mad at the fact that you got a new girl, man. Gonna make your life a living hell, girl. So yeah, man, I always tell people, man, if you got no kids, start fresh with each other, man. Let the people that already have kids deal with each other.
You can have kids and don't want to deal with a woman with kids. They have the right to have choices. They can experience whatever they want to experience. They can experience, I want them to look like this, 6 feet and 6 figures and all this. They can have their little preferences. If you won't prefer not to have a woman with kids and you got kids, that's your preference.
The same men that say, I would never marry a single mother are the same men that be creating single mothers. There are men that think giving you a child is less of a commitment than marrying you. That's wild. I don't want to marry you, but let me sleep with you unprotected. Let me put a child in your belly. Let's make this lifelong bond with an actual life. But I do not want to commit to you. But I'll give you a seed that we got to see each other for graduations and homecomings and birthday parties. There are men that say, I'll never marry a single mother. That's because you didn't marry the single mother you created. Think about that shit. Stop letting these men put babies in your belly if they didn't put a ring on your finger first. Because guess what? There are men that think it's easier to walk away from having a baby with a woman than it is to walk away from a wife. They don't see having a baby as a commitment. They see you taking that commitment. You the one that got to raise that kid. You the one that got to have sacrifices. That guy still get to live his life. That's why they give you babies. And then when they give you babies, they don't want you no more. You know why? Because he said it. I ain't marrying no single mother, even the one I created.
I think I'm starting to understand his gift, right? Instead of him speaking to the majority of men who don't make single mothers, what he does is he speaks to the minority of men who are making single mothers. Because most men, especially black men, are single and childless. But what placates to women's emotions is the fact that most of them are dealing with the same guy. And so he's speaking to that small minority of men that these women are sharing. It's a good grift. I can't be mad at him. I'm gonna need y'all to like the video and comment if you want, but turn your post notifications on so you know the next time I drop.